Hello, my dear friends. I'm now present to share few inspiring quotes exclusively for younger generation. I would love to share amongst all of you, dear friends. These are the very important quotes which I earlier shared amongst all the younger generation. Again, now I decided to share amongst all of you, dear friends. First, I would love to share ability, then next, intelligence and talent. Ability, so I recall the great Napoleon Bonaparte so said his great quotes about ability. Ability is of little account without opportunity. Next, I must recall Longfellow. We judge ourselves by what we feel capable of doing, while others judge us by what we have already done. James Freud, as he said, as we advance in life, we learn the limits of our abilities. Francis Bacon's quote, natural abilities are like natural plants that need pruning by study. Sir Cicero, he said, natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. Dale Carnegie, he said, the man who can speak acceptable is usually given credit for ability out of all proportion to what he really possesses. Mahatma Gandhi so said, the difference between that what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. So said by Albert Hubbard, it is a fine thing to have ability, but the ability to discover ability in others is the true test. These are the finest quotes great entrepreneur, leaders, and great writer they said, and I always love to read and I motivate myself and I would love to motivate my younger generations to follow with the inspiring quotes. Ability may get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. So said by John Wooden. Samuel Johnson so said, a man may be so much of everything that he is nothing of anything. Now, next, intelligence. If an animal does something, we call it instinct. If we do the same thing for the same reason, we call it intelligence. Intelligence is a quickness to apprehend as a distinct from ability, which is capacity to act wisely on the thing apprehended. So said by Alfred North Whitehead. This intelligence testing business reminds me the way they used to wake hawks in Texas, they would get a long plank, put it over a crossbar, and somehow tie the hog on one end to the plank. They'd search all around till they found a stone that would balance the weight of the hog, and they'd put that one the other end of the plank. Then they guess the weight of the stone. So said by John Dewey. The intelligence is proved not by ease of learning, but by understanding what we learn. So said by Joseph Whitney. What is an intelligent man? A man who enters with case and completeness into the spirit of things and the intention of persons, and who arrives at an end by the shortest route. So said by Frederick Amel. The trouble with the world is that the stupid are cocksure and the intelligent full of doubt. So said by Bertrand Russell. An intelligent man never snubs anybody. Every child ought to be more intelligent than his parent. So said by Clarence Darrow. Now, next, talent. Talents differ. All is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forests on my back, neither can you crack a nut. So said by Emerson. Talent is developed in retirement. Character is formed in the rush of the world. So said by Goethe. Men of talent are men for occasions. So said by William Hazlitt. The real tragedy of life is not in being limited to one talent, but in the failure to use the one talent. So said by H.W. Worth. Everyone has talent. What is the rare is the courage to follow the talent to the dark place where it leads. So said by Eric Hajong. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a congeal in the shed? Benjamin Franklin. If a man has talent and cannot use it, thank you, Shomi from Delhi. If a man has talent and cannot use it, he has failed. If he has talent and uses half of it, he has partly failed. If he has a talent and learns somehow to use the whole of it, he has gloriously succeeded and owned a satisfaction and a triumph few men ever knew. So said by Thomas Wolfe. If you have great talents, industry will improve them. If you have but moderate abilities, industry will supply their deficiency. So said by John Reynolds. The whole world is always ready to receive talent with open arms. So said by Sir Milton in the sonnet on his blindness, that on talent which is death to height. Next, I would love to share about acceptance. Acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequences of any misfortune. So said by William James. It is no good casting out devils. They belong to us. We must accept them and be at peace with them. So said by D.H. Lawrence. We cannot change anything until we accept it. So said by Carl Gustav Jung. The greatest gift that you can give to others is the gift of unconditional love and acceptance. So said by Brent Tracy. Now, I would love to share accomplishments and achievements. I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. So said by Helen Keller. Through achievement, the ego is fulfilled. So you must achieve something, you must be able to attach something to yourself that you can claim as my achievement. So said by Acharya Rajneesh. You should not measure your success by what you have accomplished, but by what you should have accomplished with your ability. So said by Carl Stephens Law. 4 steps to achievement plan: purposefully, prepare, prayerfully, proceed positively, persistently. So said by William Arthur Ward. Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. So said by Robert F. Kennedy. Now, action and deeds. Actions speak louder than words. So said by, this is in fact English proverb. Actions speak louder than words. The actions of men are like the index to a book. They point out what is most remarkable in them. So said by Thomas Fuller. Now next I quote what Bhagavad Gita said: nobody can become perfect by merely ceasing to act. Let not the fruits of action be the motive of your actions. Otherwise, you might be disappointed and leave the path of right action. This is said in Rig Veda. And in Upanishad, it is said, he who knows both action and knowledge with action overcomes death and with knowledge reaches immortality. The great end of life is not knowledge but action. Do what you can with what you have where you are. A life which does not go into action is a failure. An action is the perfection and publication of thought. So said by Emerson. I'm always doing things I can't do. That's how I get to do them. So said by Pablo Picasso. There is not to make reply, there is not to reason why, there is but to do and die. So said by Tennyson, the Charge of the Light Brigade. The more we do, the more we can do, the more busy we are, the more leisure we have. Every man feels instinctively, and that all the beautiful sentiments in the world a less than a single lovely action. The basis of action is lack of imagination. It is the last recourse of those who know not how to dream. So said by Oscar Wilde. Right action cannot come out of nothing. It must be preceded by thought. Our grand business is not to see what lies dimly at a distance, but to do what lies clearly at hand. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. So this is in fact Chinese proverb. What is deeds? Now I come to deeds. Our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds. So said by George Eliot. We live in deeds, not years, in thoughts, not figures. On a dial we should count time by heart throbs he most leaves, who thinks most, fills the noblest acts and best. So said by Philip James Bailey. Only for performing noble deeds and in persuasion of divine ordained duties would one desire to live 100 years. This is said in Rig Veda. So said by Sir William Shakespeare in his drama Merchant of Venice. How far that little candle throws its beams, so shines a good deed in a naughty world. Noble deeds that are concealed are most esteemed, so said by Pascal. The whole worth of a kind deed lies in the love that inspires it, so said by the Talmud. Deeds are better, however cruel they may be, than the hell of thinking and doubting. This is well said by Koviguru Rabindranath Tagore. Now I come to adaptability. Adaptability, a wise man adapts himself to circumstances as water shapes itself the vessel that contains it. Perfection seems to be nothing more than a complete adaptation to the environment. But the environment is constantly changing, so perfection can never be more than transitory. So said by W. Somrest Moghal. The undisciplined mind is far better adapted to the confused world in which we live today than the streamlined mind. So said by James Thurber. Next, admiration. What is admiration? This admiration is a very short lived passion that immediately decays upon growing familiar with its object. To love, to admire with the heart. To admire is to love with the mind. Now, I would love to share about adversity and prosperity. Adversity introduces a man to himself. There is no education like adversity. Comfort and prosperity have never enriched the world as much as adversity has. Such are the uses of adversity, which, like the toad, ugly and venomous, wears yet a precious jewel in his head. So said by Sir William Shakespeare, as you like it in the great poetry. He knows not his own strength that hath not met adversity. So said by Francis Bacon. Now I come to prosperity. What is prosperity? Sir William Shakespeare, as he said, a just's prosperity lies in the ear. Prosperity doth the man seeming clear, but seas do laugh so white when rocks are near. And everything in the world may be endured except continued prosperity. In human life, there is nothing which prospers to the end, and greater virtues are necessary in bearing good fortune than bad. Prosperity makes friends, adversity tries them. We promise according to our hopes and perform according to our fears. Prosperity doth best discover vice, but adversity both best discover virtue. In prosperity, let us take great care to avoid pride, scorn, and arrogance. So, dear friends, now I next I come to the what is advice. Advice is seldom welcome, and those who want it the most always like it the least. Advice is what we ask for when we already know the answer but wish we didn't. If you can tell the difference between good advice and bad advice, you don't need advice. Yes, if a man loves to give advice, it is sure, and that he himself wants. Advice is a drug in the market. The supply always exceeds the demand. Thank you, Mr. Pinaki. Pinaki is my very good friend come brother. He is also in my life. Thank you. Advice is like snow, the softer it falls, the longer it dwells upon, and deeper it sinks into the mind. And ask a woman's advice, and whatever she advises, do the very reverse, and you are sure to be wise. And the worst men often give the best advice. And this said by Philip J. Bailey. We give advice, but we give the best advice. The only thing to do with good advice is to pass it in, and is never of any use of oneself. So said by Oscar Wilde. Never give advice unless asked. Yes, it is very good that never give any advice unless asked. So say, this is in fact German proverb. Write down the advice of him who loves you, though you like it not a present. And I owe my success to having listened respectfully to the very best advice and then going away and doing the exact opposite. So, yes, Pinaki, you love to listen. Thank you very much. Take it from me, do not advise too much. Do the job yourself, do it, and others will follow. Give help rather than advice. Now, next, I love to share about the aim and ambition of the younger generation and the men who those are still interested the future aim about the careers. Aim, aim and ambition. What is aim? An aim in life is the only fortune worth. And there are two things to aim at in life. First, to get what you want, and after that, to enjoy it. Only the wisest of mankind achieve the second. One who thinks in terms of silver cannot act in terms of gold. Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, as he said, what is to be ended must be ended in this life. Now I come to ambition. And ambitions are lawful except those which climb upward on the miseries of credulities of mankind. So said by Joseph Conrad. And peace begins where ambition ends. I had ambition, by which sin the angelus fell. I climbed at, and step by step, O Lord, ascended into hell. Better to reign, better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. If you wish to reach the highest, begin at the lowest. Keen ambition banishes pleasures from youth onwards and regain alone. Keep your eyes on the stars, keep your eyes on the stars, and your feet on the ground. No bird soars too high if he soars with his own wings. Now, next, angel, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares, and flights of angels sing these to thy rest. So said by Sir William Shakespeare. In heaven, an angel is nobody in particular, so said by G.V. Shaw. Now, next, appearance. All that glitters is not gold. Judge not according to the appearance, so said in the Bible St. John prophet. Polished brass will pass upon more people than rough gold. Men in general judge more from appearances than from reality. All men have eyes, but few have the gift of penetration. You may judge a flower or a butterfly by its looks, but not a human being, so said by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. It is only shallow people who do not judge by appearances, so said by Oscar Wilde. We should look into the mind and not to the outward appearance. Now, next, appreciation and approval. Appreciation, by appreciation, we make excellence in others our own property. Flattery is from the teeth out. Sincere appreciation is from the heart out. Now, next, approval. As much as we thirst for approval, we dread condemnation. And people who want the most approval get the least, and people who need approval the least get the most. We can secure other people's approval if we do right and try hard, but our own is worth 100 of it, and no way has been found out of securing that. Now, next important, art and artist. The secret of life is an art, so said by Oscar Wilde. Art is the tree of life, science is the tree of death, so said by William Blake. Art is indeed not the bread but the wine of life, so said by Jean Paul Richter. Art is long and time is fleeting, so said by Longfellow. Art is marriage. Art is the marriage of the conscious and unconsciousness, so said by Jean Cocteau. Fine art is that in which the hand, the head, and the heart of man go together, so said by Jane Ruskin. Art is not a handicraft, it is the transmission of feelings the artist has experienced, so said by Leo Tolstoy. What Jawaharlal Nehru, he said, art is the faithful mirror of life and civilization of a period. Abstract truth may belong to science and metaphysics, but the world of reality belongs to art, so said by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. So, one of my very good friend from Ayodhya, he is also watching. Thank you, Pavan Kumarji. Thank you very much. Art, as far as it is able, follows nature as a pupil imitates his masters. Thus, your art must be as it were God's grandchild. Art is the reproduction of what the senses perceive in through the veil of the soul. And God made the world as an artist, and that is why the world must learn from its artists. The artist does not see things as they are, but as he is. And great artists have no country. The artist is a lover of nature. Therefore, he is her slave and her master. So said by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Now I come to aspiration. You cannot demonstrate an ambition or prove an aspiration. The scene changes, but the aspirations of men of goodwill persist. What I aspired to be and was not comforts me, so said by R. Browning. Now I come to attitude. A strong positive mental attitude will create more miracles than any wonder drug. Adoption, the right attitude, can convert a negative stress into a positive one. Attitude is more important than the past, than education, than the money, than circumstances, than what people do or say. It is more important than appearance, gift, or skill. Now, awareness. Learn the art of being aware or success depends upon our power to perceive, to observe, and to know. To look is one thing, to see what you look at is another, to understand what you see is a third. To learn from what you understand is still something else. But to act on what you learn is all the reality matters and is not it. So, last, I would love to share beauty, about beauty. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness. Beauty is nature's coin, must not be hoarded, but must be current, and the good thereof consists in mutual and partaken bliss, so said by Sir John Milton. The most natural beauty in the world is honesty and moral truth, so said by, for all beauty is truth, so said by Lord set by. And beauty is truth, and truth beauty, that is all you know on earth and all I need to know, so said by Sir John Keats. Beauty in thick Beauty in things exists merely in the mind, which contemplates them, and each mind perceives a different beauty. So said by David Hume. Beauty is eternity gazing and itself in a mirror. So said by Khalil Gibran. Beauty is the homage which nature renders to the supreme master of the universe. So said by Mother. Beauty's tears are lovelier than her smiles. So said by Thomas Campbell. The beauty of things was born before eyes and sufficient of itself. The heartbreaking beauty will remain when there is no heart to break for it. Beauty, the power by which a woman charms a lover and terrifies a husband. Beauty is a radiance that originates from within and comes from inner security and strong character. Beauty is the first present nature gives to women and the first it takes away. Beauty is power. A smile is its show. Everything has its beauty, but not everyone sees it. If eyes were made for seeing, then beauty is its own excuse for being. If you get simple beauty and naughty else, you get about the best thing God invents. What is beautiful is good, and who is good will soon be beautiful. Is she kind as she is fair? For beauty lives with kindness, so said by Sir William Shakespeare. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart, so said by Helen Keller. True beauty consists in purity of heart, so said by Mahatma Gandhi. Give me but one brief day of perfect beauty, and I will answer for the days that follow, so said by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. We are conscious of beauty when there is a harmonious relation between something in our nature and the quality of the object which delights us. So said by Pascal. That which is striking and beautiful is not always good, but that which is good is always beautiful. Beauty made the bright world dim, and everything beside seemed like the fleeting image of a shade. Anyone who keeps the ability to see beauty never grows old, so said by Franz Kafka. Remember that the most beautiful things in the world are the most useless peacocks and lilies, for example. So said by John Ruskin. Now, next, at last, I have few minutes time to over my life through Meta Facebook. Belief. For dear me, why abandon a belief? Merely because it ceases to be true. Cling to the long enough, and not a doubt it will turn true again, for so it goes. So said by Robert Frost. Man is made by the belief, as he believes, so he is. So said in the Bhagavad Gita. We are born believing. A man bears belief as a tree bears apples. So said by R.W. Emerson. And believe only half of what you see and nothing that you hear. If you believe, you can. You probably can. If you believe, you won't. You most assumedly won't. Belief is the ignition switch that gets you off the launching pad. Man prefers to believe what he prefers to be true. Seek not to understand that you may believe, but believe that you may understand. We are inclined to believe those whom we do not know because they have never deceived us. I believe because it is impossible. You have to believe in yourself. Even when I was in the orphanage, I thought of myself as the greatest actor in the world, so said by Sir Charlie Chaplin. So, dear friends, these were the important, inspiring quotes which I shared. Very good night, very good night, very good night. Be happy.